Have you ever finished studying English, closed your notebook, and just a few hours later realized you couldn't remember what you learned? You spent time, you watched videos, you learned new words, you even felt confident while studying, but the next day, most of it was gone. If this has happened to you, don't worry. It doesn't mean you have a bad memory. It usually means you're practicing in a way that your brain doesn't remember very well. Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Always Learn with English. I'm Haina, and I'm so happy you're here. Today, we're going to talk about something every English learner needs to understand. How can you practice English more effectively without spending more hours studying? Because learning longer doesn't always mean learning better. Sometimes, just changing your method can completely change your results. Think about this. Imagine two students. The first student studies English for 3 hours every day, but forgets almost everything after a week. The second student studies for only 20 minutes, but remembers what they learn and can actually use it in conversations. Who is learning better? Of course, the second student, because smart practice always beats long practice. So today, I'm going to share 3 simple techniques that can help you remember more, speak with more confidence, and make every minute of your English practice count. These are practical habits that you can start using today. No expensive course, no complicated grammar, just simple methods that work in real life. So, find a comfortable place, relax, and let's begin learning together. Now, let's talk about the first habit that can completely change the way you practice English. It's simple, but incredibly effective. Tip 1. Close the text and try to remember. Most English learners do the same thing. They read a sentence again and again and again. After reading it 5 or 6 times, they think, I know this sentence now. But do they really know it? Pause. Here's a simple test. Read one sentence. For example, I usually have breakfast at around 8 o'clock. Now, close the book. Or if you're watching a video, look away from the screen. Try saying the sentence from memory. Maybe you'll say, I usually have breakfast at 8. That's okay. Now look back. Compare your answer. Notice what you forgot. Then close it again and repeat it one more time. Pause. This tiny habit forces your brain to remember instead of simply recognizing, and that's a huge difference. Recognition is easy. Memory is powerful. Think about meeting a new friend. If you only read their name once, you'll probably forget it. But if you try to remember their name later, your brain works harder and you're much more likely to remember it. English works exactly the same way. So instead of only reading, start remembering. Tip 2. Practice for a short time, then take a break and come back later. For example, learn 5 useful phrases in the morning. At lunchtime, try to remember them without looking. In the evening, make your own sentences. Tomorrow, review them again. Pause. This tells your brain this information is important, and slowly it moves into your long-term memory. Pause. Don't ask yourself, how many hours did I study today? Ask yourself, did I review what I learned? Because reviewing is often more powerful than learning something new. Learning English isn't like filling a bucket with water. It's more like watering a plant. A little today, a little tomorrow, and a little again next week. That's how strong roots grow. And that's how strong English grows too. Tip 3. Create tiny listening tests. Many learners believe they must listen to a 30-minute podcast every day, but that's not always necessary. Sometimes 1 minute is enough if you study it deeply. Here's something you can try today. Play 1 minute of English. Then pause. Take a piece of paper. Write everything you remember hearing. Don't worry if it's not perfect. Just do your best. Now, play the audio again. Check your answers. Notice the words you missed. Notice the pronunciation. Notice the grammar. Then, listen one more time. This is active listening, not passive listening. And active listening helps your brain notice details it usually ignores. Little by little, your ears become stronger, your vocabulary grows, and understanding native speakers becomes much easier. Quick recap. Today we learned 3 smart ways to practice English. Close the text and try to remember before checking. Study for a short time and review later. Create small listening tests instead of only listening passively. These habits don't require more time. They simply make your practice more effective. And sometimes changing how you study is much more important than changing how long you study. Before we finish today, I want you to remember one thing. You don't become fluent because you study the longest. You become fluent because you practice the smartest. Even 15 focused minutes every day can be more powerful than 2 hours distracted. So don't worry about being perfect. Focus on being consistent. Focus on improving just a little every day, because those small improvements create big results over time. Now I'd love to hear from you. Which tip are you going to try first? Will you practice remembering, reviewing, or creating tiny listening tests? Write your answer in the comments in English. Even one simple sentence is great practice. And if this lesson helped you, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Always Learn with English, and share it with another English learner who wants to study smarter. Thank you so much for learning with me today. I'm Haina, and I'll see you in our next lesson. Until then, keep listening, keep speaking, and most importantly, keep believing in yourself. See you soon, my friends.